Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and welcome to the new card report. The last of Phantom Nightmare has come and gone, and in this video it's not just monsters, but there are still monsters because it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but this time it's not just monsters, because we got a single trap card to talk about today, folks. How exciting is that? Not at all? Well, whatever. There's 7 more cards, and then I can look forward to December when the cycle repeats again as we hype up Legacy of Destruction. So let's rush to my time off and get to the new cards. This time around, we'll start with the trap, because Terrors of the Netherroot exists, and I'm talking about it. I am talking about when this card being activated, it lets you target a monster in the opponent's graveyard, which you can then summon to their field and then banish one monster they control. After that, you can return a banished monster to the opponent's graveyard, so you can just put them in the spin cycle. It also has an effect in the graveyard, but it can't be activated on the same turn that it was sent to the grave. By banishing this from the grave, you can target a level 1 monster in your grave, shuffle that into the deck, and then set a copy of either Terrors of the Underroot, Terrors of the Overroot, or another copy of Terrors of the Netherroot. Naming conventions. You set them right from the deck. How crazy is that? For Overroot, you can trade a monster on the opponent's field to set a card from their grave onto the field. So you send their card on the field to the grave, and then the card on the grave goes onto the field. It's crazy. I think Labyrinth kind of played it at one point, or some people did. And then Underroot fucking sucks and nobody cares. As for this card by itself, if the opponent controls no monsters when you use it, and they only have the one in their grave, like I said, you just put it through the spin cycle. You just summon it, banish it, and then put it back. Why not? That's just time theft, and I can support that. When not wasting time, though, this is technically a non-targeted banish of a monster on the field, as long as they just have a monster in their grave. So it's kind of like a worse Ice Dragon's Prison in a way, but it's one that doesn't need types, so you could argue it's better in that regard. The grave effect is nice, although I wish much more that this had a 1 effect per turn and only once per turn instead of having to wait until the following turn. I just think it'd be a little more better if you could Foolish Burial Goods and do stuffs right away. But hey, I'm not deeply upset by it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna completely forget that this card exists by the time this next transition comes to an end. On to the spells, we start with Protein, a subtle reference to the Gen 6 Pokemon competitive metagame, because I said so. This new quick play spell can target a monster in the spell and trap zone to activate one of 3 effects. Either summon that monster to its owner's field, return it to the hand, or destroy it and one monster on the field with a level that is equal to the targeted monster or lower. It of course has a hard once per turn, and it's pretty damn solid, isn't it? Cute at the very least. There's obvious Snake Eye synergy as they have more Snake Eye cards coming in this set, but it can also help decks like Crystal Beast or Gate Guardian or Therian. All sorts of things, really. And it's either a summon or a pop sort of effect, or a return to hand, I suppose. You can do whatever you want, but I feel like summoning or popping would be better. Play the overused Homelander clip, because let me tell you, wow. It's unsearchable, mind you, but if your deck is already putting a bunch of monsters in the spell and trap zone constantly anyways, then it could be a neat little tech, right? I don't hate it. Probably not going to play it, but I don't hate it, which is a lot for pack filler, so good job on this one, Konami. White Eye Pressure, meanwhile, I may just hate. It's adorable, make no mistake, but it's also birds. Birds are evil. Still, White Eye Pressure is a new normal spell that will require there to be 10 cards or more on the field out of cards in the monster zones, as well as face-up monsters that are in the spell and trap zone. So you need a whole bunch of monsters, because set spell and trap don't count. We're talking monsters in the spell and trap zone, or just cards that are monsters in the monster zone. So bit of a cost to be able to activate this card, but if you can meet that requirement, then you will be able to place a monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. It also has an effect in the graveyard to be banished and then place a monster from your deck face up as a continuous trap. You can only use 1 effect per turn, so you can't do both, but really there's only one worth considering. The activation requirement is completely absurd and locks you out of getting monsters as spells, but the graveyard effect to banish isn't activating the card, it's activating the effect as I understand it. So you can just banish this and set a card as a trap, or place a card as a trap, I should say. Could be wrong on that, but as I understand it, because it's activating the card versus activating the effect. Those are 2 different things. So you can cheat this in Centurion. And that's about it, because no other deck cares about their cards being continuous traps. All the other ones that I know of mention continuous spells. And that's about it. Nothing's going to play this other than maybe Centurion if they feel like Foolish Burial Goodsing into full combo, but if they draw this, then it's completely dead. The moral of this story is, this card exists, the dumb fucks who want to play goddamn Calamity Turbo can get hyped over it maybe, and everyone else can continue to hate it because birds suck, and we hate birds on this channel. Never forget that. As for monsters, there's, oh boy, Eder Machina Carnole. Yeah, dude, it's fucking same. It's exactly what I was thinking. It's the first thing I thought when I saw it. All right, whatever, I butchered the name, as is tradition. But this is not the first or last time I will do that. This level 10 light visible dragon is actually a machine type monster because Konami, and it has the blue eye stats, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. It cannot be normal summoned or set, needing to first be special summoned from the hand or graveyard. If the opponent activated a monster effect in their hand or in the graveyard, this duel. Okay. It can only be summoned once per turn, and once per turn if the opponent activates a monster effect, you can have this card gain 1000 attack. Also, if it's sent from anywhere but the hand or deck to the graveyard, it'll shuffle self into the deck. So like if it leaves the field, it goes back into the deck, so you can't just keep summoning it, because the summoning condition is basically free. Because that is if they've used it in a duel, a hand effect, like say, pick a hand trap, or a graveyard effect, like say, pick a graveyard effect. Abyss Dweller's been an insane card for years. This is free as shit. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is anything insane, other than how easy it is to get. It's so damn free. This is just a 3k body on the field, and maybe it'll pump itself up to 4 or 5k, but it's not like the opponent's gonna struggle to get rid of it. There's no disruption, there's no, negation attached. It's just a body. Train decks in particular might really love it because rank 10 shenanigans, but as it stands, I don't think it's unplayable. I don't think it's like good, but it's a free body, and sometimes that's just what a deck needs, is one more body. 3k more attack is hardly a bad thing, far from a bad thing. Just combine your sentences. I used poorly on that sentence. And if nothing else, it's just like a link fodder. Like, I don't know, it could be a really cute, spicy attack, and by cute I mean dope. Look at that fucking dragon. Oh, whoops, it's a machine, thanks Konami. I don't know. I think it could be a cool spicy tech one day in a random deck, just as a body, or maybe I just have a problem and like dragons too much. You can tell me. Envoy of the Wax State is a name that goes damn hard. Can't lie about that. This level 3 fire illusion type monster has 800 attack and 1800 defense, and the standard illusion effect of nothing dies in battle. And it special summons itself from the hand when the opponent's monster declares an attack. It also has the effect that at the end of the battle phase, you can make it so attack position monsters the opponent controls are unable to change their battle position and will be unable to be used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon. And as if that's not enough, they'll also have their effects negated until the start of the next battle phase. God, he's a dick. It's not a candle, it's a bunch of dicks. It's just an annoying card, isn't it? It's like a pseudo battle fader, since this cannot die in battle. It's not impossible to out, and certainly easy as shit to negate, because things like Barone exist, and the 25th Rarity Collection will make Barone very easily accessible, I assume. But like, assuming you don't have the means to get rid of it in the battle phase, it's just a dick move because it says stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what we needed more of. So it'll just turn bodies in the board to just plugs on the field. Bodies on the board and the plugs on the field. That's what's up. It's cute, it's annoying, and to be perfectly honest, House of Champs already used the joke that it looks like an OC from fucking Beauty and the Beast. So now all I'm left with is like, I don't know, a Fortnite joke? Like, I could see this dude sliding in next to Master Chief and Rick Sanchez to go, drop shot Ariana Grande. Crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a fun of an illusion decks. It's nothing crazy, but it does exist. And shoutouts to Fortnite. That's this joke. Fucking sick. And the official cutest card in the set goes to Fluffy Fluff. Yeah, that's the name. Praise Xenu. I pray to him each and every day that they'll keep that translated name exactly as that. I would love to own Fluffy Fluff. More ways than one, both in real life and just as a card. Either way, this level 1 water illusion has 300 attack and defense, and it's a flip effect monster. It's a shame it couldn't have been good, eh? It has the standard illusion no death by battle effect, and can once per turn flip itself face down. The effect deemed printable in 2023 for a flip monster, as it turns out, is draw a card. It's Deslakuta. It's actually just Deslakuta, but cute and unkillable in battle. In 2003, this would have been insane. A Spirit Reaper that gains advantage? In 2023? Oh, it's useless. It is beyond, it's adorable, but it's fucking useless. I'll gladly put that in an LIFD magnetic display. Just look at the face on it and the tail, and why is there a glowing eye on its stomach? I don't know, but it's fluffy fluff. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And let's wrap this up with a real banger of a card, Illusionist of Jongler Ghoul. It's the only take you're getting, folks. This is a level 4 Dark Illusion type vanilla monster with 2000 attack and 0 defense. And that's it. It's a fucking vanilla. Illusion gets the obligatory 2k normal that we're slowly getting for each and every type, which, if you're curious, brings our total to 11 2k vanillas out of the 26 types in the game. I'm sure we'll get that vanilla Divine Beast any day now. There's really nothing to say here. I do like that there's a little border inside the actual border, so it kind of looks like it's going 3D and popping out at us. That's cool. And it's like this is an illusion. Haha, get it? This is also the first illusion monster that doesn't have the battle gimmick though, so that's noteworthy. I've also had the OCG's flavor text on screen here, which I'll now show you what I hope and assume the TCG's translation will be. Wouldn't that be fucking funny? Please, Mr. Tewart, make it exactly that for me. I'd be a happy man. And so that'll wrap it up for this new card report. That's it for Phantom Nightmare, or tomorrow's will be. I don't know what order this video is going in, but as of the end of this weekend, that's it. It's done. So go ahead and pick yourself up an LIFD magnetic display. Just do it. I have a gun. Is that related? No, but it's true. Like, here it is. And you know what else is true? 15% off. Yugioh Strats 15, or click the discount code link in the description. It's there. Please, I want to make money. And thanks LIFD for the support. What a great sales pitch. God, I really am a salesman, eh? Anyways, that's it. Thank you, LIFD, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd be so kind. Doing so will impress your smoking Italian wife. You'll become a true duelist, and you'll get to see what the hell I go to next. Or you get to keep chirping me for wearing this somewhat oversized brown jacket and blue tie. But hey, wow, we need to change the new card report. I don't know, change your shirt? Fuck it. Ain't that the truth? Anyways, that's it. Hopefully by the next new card report should be a lot better than this. I'm tinkering, but I didn't have time to do before I had to put this out. So yeah, there's change is coming, because adapt or die, motherfuckers. That's what they tell me. Anyways, that's it. Bye. See ya. Subscribe, please.